new era of Drag Race queens are rising, and we're here to break it down for you. Gay Weekly Roundtable starts now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, yes. Welcome, everyone, to Gay Weekly Roundtable. We got a great show for you today. I'm your host, Adam Salandra. You can find me on social media at Adam Salandra. To my left,
hi, I am your host, Tony Moore. You can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony, on my website, loungingwithtony.com.
I'm Yael Tygiel. I'm everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YaelTygiel. And I'm in the chat. So if you are watching us live, say hello.
and our very special guest, RuPaul's Drag Race alum, Shangela Laquifa Wadley, everybody.
What?
In the house.
Wait, no. I need one of those sexy intros like y'all just had.
Okay,
Like,
please do. Please do.
I have to say, how about from the back alley to the front seat? You can find me at It's Shangela Online. I am Shangela Laquifa Wadley.
Come on, contestant number one.
That is how you know a professional. Thank you.
Contestant number one in the AfterBuzz TV pageant.
Yes, the current rating.
And will continue to be. By the way, I just have to reveal a little behind-the-scenes secret. Shangela just booked something, was going to have to cancel, had to go to the airport because a gig. She's a working girl.
Hello.
But is so dedicated, the flight got pushed back an hour. She left the airport, came to the show, and then is going to leave to the airport again.
That's right.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
but that is a professional.
Now, let's just hope that Alaska Airlines doesn't leave with my bag and I'm still over here kikiing and having a good time.
Let us hope that.
We're going to
For
make
sure.
it, okay?
For
We have
sure.
a show tonight at Neighbors Nightclub in Seattle.
Oh
so
my God.
we're going to make
well,
it.
thank you
Yes.
for thank you
Thank
for that.
you.
I love that.
Now,
I didn't want to miss you guys.
What Shangela doesn't know is that I called Alaska Airlines and said,
You're gonna need to hold
go
this,
ahead and hold that
please.
plane.
But thank you
You have
both.
pull.
Thank you both.
You have pull.
I know people.
Yes, you do.
Now, what a perfect day for you to be here because the reveal of the new queens for season 9 are here.
Yes.
Can you run us through them, May?
Okay, yeah, so
Drag queen connoisseur.
First off, we have the teaser for
Yeah.
RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9. Let's take a look at that, and then let's talk.
Let's talk.
Yes.
Hit it.
It's going to come up
Yeah,
in
it's
a
just
minute.
it's called suspense.
Yes. Live TV,
Sure.
ladies and gentlemen.
I want to see it.
Either way,
I've said that
the-
before.
I've said that a lot.
yeah, you'll say it again.
All right.
All right, here we
right.
go, guys.
Anticipation.
And if you're only listening, you're really
You're missing
wondering
out.
what's happening.
Oh, yes.
The girls, honey. Color, glitter.
Color galore.
And you can hear the new RuPaul song playing in the background.
What a
Remember me?
coincidence.
Every year. Every year.
She makes it happen every
She's a
time.
business
We need America's
professional.
next drag superstar now more than ever.
Ain't it the truth?
RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9. Good luck and don't get up.
Okay.
Who thinks that promo was recorded post-election? What do you think?
I think it might
I would
be.
think so. You know, the one thing that I do always like about each season is that there's always a different theme and a different
Yep.
like concept with the season, along with the new Ru album. And this one is very nice and bright and colorful. And
It's
all that.
poppin'.
Yes. So let's quickly go through.
Yeah, let's do a
the
rundown.
cast.
See if we have any comments about them before we the
Yes,
show airs.
because I have plenty.
I
So,
figured you might.
First, we have Aja. From,
Yes.
New York
Brooklyn, New
City.
York. First, there's a lot of Brooklyn, a lot of New York girls.
Is it
being
4, I heard?
represented
There are
this
4
year.
New
Yes.
York queens representing the show.
And there were
So-
3
yes.
last year, right? So it's
Yeah. But they
Where's the
always do
show?
really well. A
Yeah.
lot of the New York queens do really well.
Well, hence
season to
Bob the
season.
Drag Queen won.
With
Right.
And Bianca.
Oh, I
So,
forgot Bianca. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Alexis Michelle from New York. We have our first UK girl, Miss Charlie.
Charlie Hides.
Charlie
yes.
Hides.
Charlie Hides.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I saw somewhere. I guess maybe she lives in Boston as well. So is
Yes.
that like how they're spinning it?
Yeah,
to-
she has dual citizenship. And she lives in London right now, but she's from Boston. And
Yeah.
She lived in Boston.
I love
and
that.
she's super talented. Well, we'll get into all that. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Anthony, are we going too quick for you? Okay. So we had Alexis Michelle, Charlie Hides, We have Eureka O'Hara from Johnson City, Tennessee.
Come on, Johnson.
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
now I have to say, when I looked at, now I'll wait, because when I looked at some of these queens, I thought to myself, now some of these queens look very familiar. Are they on season 9 with different names?
Oh, like they just recycle.
Well, you know what? In drag, a lot of times people paint similarly, and especially there's something called regional paint, where you're like, oh, she looks like a queen from LA, or she's a New York queen, or you can tell Southern queens a lot of times by the way they paint. So, you know, the girls may look similar, but I'm sure they stand out
Yeah, I'm
as individuals.
certain.
Yes. We then have Miss Pheromone from Las Vegas,
Vegas,
Nevada.
a Vegas
Originally
showgirl.
from Texas.
Oh,
yes.
Texas.
I
Excuse
call her a
me.
Texas girl. She lives in Vegas. I love her, so we can talk about it.
She looks like a pageant girl.
She's
She's
very pageant-y,
yes.
but she's more girly than anything else.
Yes.
So
A lot of
no
pink.
matter where she is, she's like, you know, she's
a
like
girly girl.
super girly girl.
Then we have James Mansfield from Madison, Wisconsin.
Ooh, Miss James Mansfield, not a good auto reference.
We have Kimora Black from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Double
That's
Vegas.
right.
Now this name has got me all together. Miss Nina Bonina Brown.
Yes, Nina Bonina.
Yeah.
You gotta say
Yes.
it real fast.
I
together.
already
Nina
love
Bonina
Nina.
Brown.
Name
Yeah, Nina
alone.
Bonina Brown.
From Atlanta, Georgia. There's Peppermint from New York,
City.
New York. Miss Sasha Velour
Also from New
from
York.
New York. Shea Coulee.
Shea Coulee.
Coulee.
Yes.
Like,
Coulee.
the other E is supposed to be an A, but the E is silent.
Yeah, lots of accent marks, lots of spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shea Coulee.
Yes, and she's from Chicago.
Calls herself a little banjo, a little bougie.
Yeah, well, you can tell by the little she was given in the promo.
Oh, excuse me.
We had Miss Trinity Taylor from Orlando, Florida.
Pageant down to the socks.
And
Yes.
our only LA
I know,
girl
representing.
is Miss Valentina.
Yes.
Who was the
fresh and
Facebook
fabulous.
Live first revealed
Yes.
last week.
Yeah,
All right.
Mr. Henry in the chat wonders why Valentina did Facebook Live, but the other queens haven't.
My guess, she was in LA, and so it was the easiest one to choose for that situation.
Either that or we have a very long time before the actual premiere, seeing as how we still don't have a date for that yet.
What are you
know.
talking about?
You
It's
never
coming
know.
soon.
Coming soon.
It's coming soon.
Coming soon.
But again, we still don't know
When soon
when
could
it's
be.
coming.
That is.
Yeah. So overall,
Yes.
what do you all think of the current cast of season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race?
You know I'm always supporting a big girl.
Yes.
That's my vote, big girls.
I
Yeah.
like the big girl, but she's from a town that a good friend of mine who is a Southern queen in and out of drag is from, so I'm just excited to see if they're at all similar. I will be entertained by that. You know a lot of them, most of them, some of them?
I do know some of them. I'm not familiar with all of them, but as we continue to get more and more girls into the Drag Race family, I've been able to host pretty much all of the premiere events. So I get
Yeah.
to meet a lot of them there if I haven't met them yet. And they all, it's funny because you get one kind of interaction with them when you meet them. You're like, oh my God, I love everybody. Everyone's so nice, everyone's
Right.
so sweet. And then you get to see the show and you go, ooh, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was her last year. No, she's
It's a
learned a
different
lot in a
Which
couple
you know.
months. Yeah,
Is it? What is it like watching for you since you were already on? Like you know,
on a couple times.
right, right, more than once to be exact.
Seasons 2 and 3.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. But what is it? Do you sort of look back and think, oh, I kind of see how that played out, or is the mystery gone essentially?
Yeah, no, the mystery is not gone at all. I think
Okay.
the great thing about Drag Race and the reason that Ru is an Emmy award-winning host and the
Right.
show is continuing to do so well here in the U.S. and internationally is because they keep switching it up and trying new things. Some things work, some things don't. Season 7 Untucked, but some things work, some things don't. But you can always guarantee that the show is going to try new things, get a new fresh. You're going to have new judges with new perspectives. This year you got Lady Gaga.
Yes,
kicking it
off
Building
with Gaga.
Gaga.
Yes, that's the biggest
Oh, for
guest
sure.
judge they've had.
For
What
sure.
do you mean? We had LaToya Jackson.
The biggest current.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of my country.
Speaking of trying new things, this is the first year with Peppermint that the first out transgender girl is a part of the show.
Yeah, isn't that exciting?
It's amazing, but I have a question from an ignorant standpoint that maybe you can help me out
well,
with.
the first trans girl coming into the gig acknowledging
Openly,
that
right,
she
'cause
is
we've
openly
had-
trans. Yes.
Yes.
2 or 3, right?
We've had probably 17.
Yeah, that's true. That's maybe still not even
Yeah.
out. My question is, when like Wendy Ho, when an actual biological woman is a drag queen, is it the same name, a drag queen? Is it considered the same, or is there a different name?
Well, to me, drag is the name of the art form. And however you want to title yourself on the show, I'm a drag queen, I'm a drag entertainer, I'm a female illusionist, I'm a female impersonator, whatever that name is. The biggest part of it all is that you're doing drag, which is the heightened form of yourself through your creative art form and expression.
I love that.
And so we have so many different types of queens. We have transgender girls that also perform in drag, because it's not their day-to-day life. They're getting up in drag to do the show.
Right.
You have boys who transform into drag queens. You have biological women who we call bio queens. Now they even have pageants for real women that get up in drag.
Do you think we'll eventually see a cisgender female on the show?
I think the show is continuing to evolve so much. Just think about America's Next Top Model. What are we on, cycle 76?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Don't
get me started on America's Next Top
Short
Model.
people season, all tall, all big, all brown. So you never know. And I think that's the great thing about drag, is that there are so many different avenues that haven't even been explored yet. And I'm excited because I will be coming back to compete as a cisgender woman.
Oh, I can't wait.
When that time comes.
If
You'll be popping out of a box once more.
If there's one thing I know about Miss Shangela, she will work her way into a game.
Oh, I love that.
Now,
as you should.
One thing that I would love to see Drag Race integrate are drag kings. I feel like people do sleep on drag kings, and I have seen some very talented drag kings, i.e. here in Los Angeles we have Landon Sider.
I just saw him.
Like, blew me away the first time I saw him, and continues to just surprise
Just this
me.
weekend I saw him for the first time, and I was like, okay, I'm here for this.
Wake up.
The cool thing is that Drag Race is just one show.
Right.
But it's pretty much, it's been for a while all we have that focuses on drag, but there have been other shows as well. The cool thing is that hopefully that networks will continue to see that there is an interest in drag and in this art form, and hopefully there'll be even more shows that highlight drag kings, that highlight transgender issues and roles and their talent as well and everything.
Yeah, and Ru keeps saying we could never be mainstream, but it is tiptoeing straight into mainstream culture.
Yeah, well, honey, the check is mainstream as well. I'll take them all. You got a gay check, a mainstream check, a cis check. I'll take all the checks.
Yeah, right. Doesn't matter. The whole spectrum. And we add a new initial every day, so you'll be getting quite a few.
Yeah. Now, welcoming all these queens into the Drag Race family, and you being a Drag Race alum not once but twice over, what advice do you have for these queens going into this season?
Well, I would just say, the season's already taped, so they've already done what they're going to do for the show.
Post-season.
Now, the biggest thing is not to get too involved with the fan feedback that may be negative. A lot of people can be influenced by that, and some people are reactionary. You're quick to want to go, well, bitch, don't read me. Let me let you know.
Right.
And then you start engaging that, and that just starts a whole horrible cycle.
It's just feeding
Don't
them.
do that. You've done the show now. It's an honor to be in this group, but you don't get to be in this group as a successful queen unless you do the work that is involved with being in this group. We're over 100 queens now. This is 110, 112, 115. And amongst the 115, there's probably a good 20 that really have excelled with regard to doing the work they wanted to do to get out. I'm not saying that just because a queen doesn't have, an album or a book, or she's not successful. But there are some who have wanted to do lots of different avenues, and they've gone after that, and they've put in a lot of work. And I put myself in that category because I do a lot of work. I have the management group. I've done television. I've done film. I've done music. There's a lot of different avenues, and especially also world touring. I perform now on 6 out of the 7 continents. Antarctica, I am coming for you. I'm coming for you with my Happy Feet performance. Yes.
Come on, Happy Feet.
But, it takes work. So my advice to the girls is don't be afraid to do the work. Stay sane. Don't go crazy. Don't get caught up in the hype. But also, if you have a blessing right now, you have a great opportunity. You have fans that are watching. You have a legion of dedicated, and Drag Race fans are dedicated fans.
Yes, they are.
If you got something and they like you, honey, they gonna get it.
That's it.
So if you want to give it, now's your chance.
Yeah.
Do the
You're right.
work.
You have to. The work's after the show.
Seize the moment. Yes, it is.
And that's what I've always admired about you is that you have continued to do the work even after Drag Race. And, you know, you continue to travel all over. You do shows, you do TV, you do movies, you create. You had the web show with Jennifer Lewis, which I absolutely love. I'm advocating for it to come back. But,
I like that.
But you have done so much, and I think that it does set you apart from those who, you know, get on Drag Race and just hopes that this platform propels them without doing work. But there's so much that you have to do.
Of course.
So that you can continue to be someone like a Shangela, like an Alaska, like a Willem, you know, Detox, like all these people who are continuing to do things.
Exactly.
Even after
you
the
have
show.
to have the business. And now, are there any queens, and you don't have to name names, although of course you can,
Name names.
that are
names.
sort of entitled when they get off the show and think, well, where is it? Why is it not happening to me? Or it's just hard to get along with?
No, I won't say anyone that may be entitled. I just feel like, you know, my experience may have been different than a lot of people because I came in as a baby.
Right.
I came into the show season 2 only doing drag for 5 months.
Yeah.
People
I'm glad you
slept on
mentioned
me.
that.
I was
We
the
have a
first
photo.
one. What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, girl! They got Big Al.
My flight!
Shangela's first performance at Hill Lounge. Go.
There goes the wig. You know, so I had a different experience. I felt like I had to prove myself.
Yeah.
And, you know, let's say thank God I did, because maybe I would have been entitled. You know, maybe I would have slept on it, but I was the baby. And then when I came back on season 3, even though it had been a year and I had gone off and won Miss California, Entertainer of the Year and all that, I was still the baby. I was standing next to people who had been doing drag for 20 years, and that was my first year. So after traveling to all the clubs, and now you're working with girls who have been doing drag for a very long time, they're established, they're professional, and I'm still in the back looking around going, okay, now what is she using that brush for? You know?
Right.
So I felt like I really had to work hard.
Sure.
I had to prove myself or I was going to be pushed aside. And I think that's what's always propelled me, is knowing that I'm not the best. So, and wanting to be the best. So I work harder. I think I push myself.
And you've done it. All right, I have one more question. You're a member of House of Edwards,
Hallelujah.
of course. If we had been blessed enough to have an all-stars with you, Laganja, Alyssa, how do you think it would shake out between the three of you?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, that would have been the probably most entertaining season you could
It could have been just you three, and I'd be like, all right.
Even if you go online on YouTube, search House of Edwards, we traveled together. We did a whole European tour last year together, and we videoed. Laganja's real good about having that camera with her.
Oh yeah.
So, everything. And I had a series called Living with Shangela. You can see some. It's like we're not really related, but it's like we're related because we love, we laugh, we fight, and we're always late. Except for Laganja. So Laganja, Alyssa and I always will push the limit by 5 minutes. 10. Yeah. And Laganja will be downstairs 10 minutes early smoking a cigarette. Wait, no. But she just quit smoking. Yay, Laganja.
Congrats.
Yay. So it's fun. We have such a really good time together, and we have so many great experiences together. Lots of stories, many of which I cannot share.
I know, unfortunately.
But, you know, we got to do that thing with Miley Cyrus together, perform on the VMAs, and be right there, you know, next to her, and she got the idea of doing that from seeing the House of Edwards perform on the RuPaul's Drag Race reunion. And she was there, and she went and learned the choreography, posted a video of herself on Twitter with the choreography we'd done, and then she said, I want to do that choreography in my VMA performance. And then she built her whole show with that choreography in mind, which is why we're right up there in the front with her doing the choreography at the end. So it's just great to have family and friends. We've been friends though well before Drag Race. Sure. I started backup dancing for Alyssa back when she was doing the pageants in 2019. But yeah, I was just a baby. Let's just say I was just a baby. Yeah. And she was a baby as well. But we started working together since then. So we like to say we're brothers, we're sisters, we're friends.
Yeah. I love it.
We're family.
Now wait, before we move on.
Okay, please.
I know Shangela well enough to know.
Okay.
That she has a lot of things coming up. That she can probably plug.
I would, yes, please do, in case you need to scoot.
Miss
plug.
Could it be true?
Shangela Laquifa Wadley.
Name them, baby.
your time
Yeah,
to let us know what is coming up for you and where we can find you.
Let me see, which one's my camera?
That's your camera. That's your camera there.
Hi, guys.
Talk to the people.
No, you know what? I'm very thankful. I just finished up last year doing a residency in Las Vegas at the Paris Hotel and Casino.
Wow.
I was there 5 nights a week. I did 120 shows with them at the Paris until September when my contract was up for renewal, and I said, honey, I got to go back to LA.
Yeah.
I loved it, but that's theater life. 5 nights a week,
and you had
the
to be
same
there,
show,
yeah.
hour show. But I had such an amazing cast I worked with. I hosted the show and performed in 5 of the numbers.
Amazing show, by the way.
Tony saw the show, yeah.
I got to see it. I
love that. So I vowed after that was done, I was going to take a little break. Well, you know me, I'm a working woman.
Yeah.
We just released, this past Christmas, I co-wrote and produced a holiday album with the House of Edwards called A Ho Christmas. House of Edwards. I
get it.
A Ho Christmas, which you can get all year long.
Yeah. It's available all year.
On iTunes. In addition to that, though, this year I'm excited because not only am I going to be doing a domestic and international tour, which will later on this summer, but also I'm excited to hopefully be working toward getting into the Guinness Book of World Records as the first drag queen or drag entertainer to ever perform on all 7 continents. So I was not kidding about Antarctica.
Antarctica, come
December. In December, I'm hoping to take a cruise from Argentina down to Antarctica. It's a National Geographic cruise, and you can get off the boat and perform. And then I'm doing a campaign to get into the Guinness Book of World Records.
Now, do you have any sneaky, shady queens that have 6'2" that are going to try and sneak in there first? You better reveal that.
You better watch them.
I don't know. Courtney Act, where are you? I know her. But no, I mean, I think more so than being the first girl, because I do want to be the first. But I want that to be the message of taking drag everywhere around the world. The message is that drag entertainment is everywhere, in all corners. And I just came back from performing in Thailand for New Year's Eve.
Wow.
I'm working on a new album right now as well.
I was going to ask that.
We're going to hope to release, but I'm not trying to rush it. I want to have lots of great dance music. I want music that the queens I love going to a club and a girl is doing my song on the show.
Yep, that's how you know.
They say, Shangela, are you mad she doing your number? I said, no, bitch, give me some money. I want to tip her.
Right.
I want to tip her. I love to see the girls doing the show, doing a Working Girl or Uptown Fish.
Right.
Or any of the songs on the show. Yeah. And I want to give them more, and everybody, more dance music, more workout music.
Yes, exactly.
Just work up a sweat.
I haven't heard any that I'm really in love with in a while, and I think you could be the one, because Working Girl gets me moving.
Besides that, I also hope to film some more episodes of Jennifer Lewis and Shangela. This is our 5th year anniversary. We've hit over 1 million views online. So Jennifer always told me, if we get 1 million views, baby, I will do another 4 episodes. So we're hoping to do that, and then just continue to work, pitch new projects. I came back to LA because I really want to focus on working as an actor. I'm in a film called Hurricane Bianca that's currently on Netflix, and another one called Kiss Me, Kill Me that's on Amazon. And I hope to work here in LA in other scripted roles. I really want to work in scripted television and see how that goes.
So basically, not a lot going on.
Nah, girl, I'm sitting at home watching Game of Thrones.
Doing your thing.
I'm House of, I'm trying to capture Winterfell. I'm just up there doing that, being very that.
I love it. Well, thank God there's new music. That is what I wanted to hear. Now, speaking of,
and I feel like I'm gonna be a part of everything in some aspect.
Tony, you always.
He's like, I think I'm going to be a part.
Tony, I love it. And I'm so glad that you guys had me on the show. First of all, today I listen to the show. I love the show.
Oh, thank you.
As well as Tony is my friend. I've known him since I came to LA.
Oh, I love that.
And we have done everything. Perform on the stage in nightclubs together doing Beyonce numbers. He tries to out Beyonce me, but y'all know.
I want to see that.
It's on the internet, baby. I'll send you a link.
Because I've seen this one try to Beyonce.
Yes. Try, darling.
I don't try. I do.
Try to
we will
Beyonce.
Beyonce off up in here. And and Tony has been in music videos. He was in my Working Girl professional music video. He choreographed a piece of my Man Candy video that we just did for Christmas. And I can't wait to work with you more. And all y'all, let's all work together.
Let's do it. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, listen, you mentioned Gaga, first guest.
Yes.
First judge.
Yes.
First guest judge. She was also, of course, Super Bowl over the weekend.
Yes.
What did we think?
Okay, so I was talking to a friend. I missed the performance because I don't watch the sport, the Super Bowl. I have no interest in it.
Same, but my boyfriend suddenly had an interest in sports that day.
Yeah.
So it's
So
unfortunate.
I missed it. I was busy doing an after show, and I came out and asked a friend. I said, "Did she get political?" That's what everyone was wondering.
Right.
And my friend went, "No, I mean she's saying, this land is made for you and me."
And
then
born this way.
No. That's what my friend said, and I went and watched it, and I went, Do you straight white woman not see that Born This Way is a political song?
No matter gay, straight, or bi,
Lesbian,
transgender life.
Yep, that's right.
On the right track, baby.
And Mr. Mike Pence was in the audience watching. So.
And she mic dropped, like, what do you mean it was not political?
When she pulled the young lady out who was transgender and gave her a huge hug? That was a transgender.
Yeah, I didn't know she was trans, but
yeah, she was part of the trans community. Yeah.
Everyone was talking about how that woman's Latina, I believe. They were like, "Oh,
Lady Gaga?
No.
Oh, I was like, girl, tell her to adjust the television.
Some girl in the audience that she hugged. I'm assuming it's the same girl.
Yeah,
when she said the word "stay," so like that was.
So either way,
yeah.
people
So
read
everyone
it
was
as
like,
political.
"Oh, yeah." I was like, "Did you miss it? Are you all not paying attention?"
It's because Gaga from the beginning has been so over the top. I think if it's not slapped in your face.
I felt it was slapped in my face in the best way. She can slap me in the face all she wants.
She could. But, I didn't think it was super political. I was expecting something more, but then I also knew it's the NFL, and what the NFL audience is.
Right.
And, she also, to give it hats off to her, she worked very hard her career. She's still young in her career, I think. And to be performing at the Super Bowl, that's a huge moment. And yes, you do want to make a statement. I think she did with Born This Way, and I think she did what she could. Was it super overt? Was it Janet Jackson titty at the ball? No. But I think she was true to Gaga.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to be said. And I love the way she started out, bitch. I thought it was the pageant. She
Was
started
she
at the top
sing?
of the arena. As a performer, myself included, you go in and you go, okay, now I'm following up Beyonce. I'm following up the Bruno Marses, the Janet Jacksons, the
Prince.
Prince. What can I do?
Yeah.
Can I come from up there?
And so she
Let's see
sure
if I can
did.
come from up there.
That's right. I mean, that's amazing. That was my main question. Political or not, because obviously the performance, she's great.
Yeah.
She's so amazing.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it. I thought, I knew right off the bat the beginning was pre-recorded.
Oh, you did?
I
No
was
one's
like,
pulling them.
I was like, listen, you ain't gonna be able to cut two and then be all right. She's hanging there like, y'all finished the tape?
Right,
Okay,
yeah,
now
here we
drop
go,
me.
here we go.
And
How could you ruin that for me?
sorry,
look
no
at you,
girl, it's
yeah.
out there. But I thought the beginning was beautiful. I feel like it wasn't political like we thought.
Right.
But I think she kind of gave us a wink
Yes.
to like stating what she wanted to say.
She was true to Gaga.
Yes. And I think overall everyone was like, "Oh, I was expecting, Gaga weird." No, she's a performer, and I like that she gave us the hits. I like that she gave us choreography. I like that she gave us flawless costume changes.
She did. And shout out Perry Meek, okay,
Yes,
at
and-
Aussie Gear
and
online.
Chakra.
And Chakra for having a huge hand in making those costumes.
Yes.
That were on this. Our friends here in
I
LA.
love that.
Yeah,
Little
yeah,
shout out.
yeah.
Plug that.
Yeah.
But come on, wait. My only downfall, my
What?
only thing I had to pull back on it. Oh Lord, the monsters are gonna give me monsters.
Yeah.
I apologize.
About to
Listen,
come for you.
I live for Gaga. She came and filmed me her. One time I have a Gaga story. for
Yes.
y'all, too. But I didn't love the set list. I thought the songs were good, and then she got me when she telephone started.
I know.
I said, "Beyonce's coming."
That's what I thought,
Beyonce's
too.
coming. Beyonce with the twins is coming under her shit.
From
I
the
knew
first-
it.
I don't know why
And
she
then
did
you
telephone.
did telephone, and then you didn't give me Gaga. Okay, so she lost me a little bit there. And then you went into Million Reasons, which I understand you needed something from Joanne because that's the new tour. But you went into Million Reasons, and then you took me back into the dancing. That was to me an ending. That's like Beyonce ending with Halo,
With
and it was the
Halo.
boom, 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 done.
Yeah.
That's a finale song, not a middle of the gig song. You don't take me there emotionally and then try to bring me back with Bad Romance. I was like,
Well, maybe she wanted to bring you in emotionally and then just be like, the it's okay part is now let's get back to
the
dancing.
yes.
But nothing will compare to that ending where she said, I was like, well, touchdown, Gaga.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Well, and let's talk about the dancing was so on point.
Yes. Shout out to Richie Squirrel.
Shout out to Richie. Shout out to Osciel. Shout out to Mike Silas.
Yes.
Yeah, we know a lot of them. Shout out to Montana. Shout out to everybody on the crew. Shout out to
Chris Canjero. Pasty or Christina.
Everybody though was on point.
Yeah,
and I think that's all you can ask for in a Super Bowl performance. It was entertaining and you kept me entertained. And then I turned it off after that. You know I ain't no. And then I heard the football game was amazing in the third and fourth half and overtime
Patriots
and all
came out of nowhere. Tom Brady with the five wins now.
Well, I told my friend Shantae, I said, listen, I said, baby, the game's over. Atlanta 21-0, 21-3, done. Thank you. On to the next.
That's what a lot of people did. Yeah.
But who knew?
They came back.
Hey, Gaga was the feature.
Oh my God,
okay, the reason for the season.
Yes.
You had a Gaga story.
If you want it, I can give it to you. Okay, well, before I go, let me
please feel
give
free
you
to-
Gaga. So, Lady Gaga herself, so Lady Gaga was coming out with the Art Pop album.
Right.
Remember that? So, right when Art Pop was about to drop the next day, the night before, my friend who we shouted out already, Perry Meek, calls me, and he's Australian. This is my Australian accent. He's, Gal, the lady wants to do a show, Gal. Well, that's English, but it's kind of English in Australia. He said, the lady wants to do a show tonight. She wants you to perform Art Pop. You and Courtney act at Mickey's tonight. Can you do it? And I said, I don't know the song. He said, well, get it, Gal. Learn applause. So we learned applause. We got in the whole, Gaga smeared face thing.
I remember seeing that.
And so they said, come on, you got to go on right now. Tony, you remember this night?
Yep, I
Said,
remember.
you got to be there right now. So we go there. And I'm texting him, where are you sitting? He said, we're off to the right. So when we go out there, I'm looking for a blonde lady in the darkness. All I can see is the spotlight in the dark. And me and Courtney are doing this song, and I'm blowing kisses to the right because I saw some blonde out there in the other. I said, there's Gaga. Well, this cameraman is on stage, and he is all in my face with the camera. They're filming the lyric video.
Right.
But and I was like, baby, I'm trying to perform for Gaga. Okay, baby.
This is
So
my
here's the
moment.
part that I really know. So I kind of shifted him to the side. Excuse me, baby. You can see it on the video. I shifted him to the side. Excuse me, baby. Well, then I noticed everybody in the audience has their camera phones on the cameraman. I said, well, why are they filming him and not me? I turned around. It was Lady Gaga.
And you just pushed
She
right out
had
of the way.
dyed her hair brown and
Yep.
shaved the back, put it in a ponytail, and decided to film her own lyric video. Yeah, and I had
And you said,
just shifted
"Excuse
her.
me."
So then I start bowing in homage. I'm like, during the number, looking a damn fool. And afterwards, she grabbed our hands and bowed with us, and I was like, oh my God, I just reshifted this woman during her own video. But there you go. She was so sweet. She came backstage with us. She chatted. She was a doll. She was everything you would want someone who you love and admire to be.
I love
she
that.
was down to earth.
Yes.
And I love Lady Gaga.
Oh my God, I love it. It's good to hear that.
Yeah.
That was an amazing night at
It was.
Mickey's, because I remember getting that phone call from Perry too. That's it.
Come on, Gal.
Yes.
Gal.
Gaga is coming. I was like, girl, Lady Gaga ain't about to come.
Yeah,
to
he
Mickey's.
said,
And
Gal,
next
the
thing she was
lady.
there.
The lady is coming, Gal.
Listen, thank you for coming.
Thank
you.
so
I got
much.
to
You're
go.
amazing.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
get to the airport, but
Yes.
Seattle, right?
Yes,
Seattle.
I'm in Seattle
Tune in
tonight and in a city near you very soon. I'm at It's Shangela online.
Find her, babies. Find her. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you guys.
Thank
Mwah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Safe flight.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
And safe night.
Yes.
Well,
Wow.
that's a
You're right.
beautiful, beautiful thing.
Don't miss that flight though.
won't.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because
We not paying for no airport changes.
I will text all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Oh, that was great.
We still have so much to talk about.
I know.
We
well,
do.
Oh
That's
my
life.
goodness. Shall I?
Please, absolutely do.
Okay. The Boy Scouts, speaking politically.
Yes, please.
I don't know if y'all heard, but the Boy Scouts, who used to be like, no gay kids in the Boy Scouts, and then were super anti any scout leaders
Right.
that were gay, are now letting in trans boys.
It's obviously incredible.
Yeah.
But exactly like what you said, it just happened that gay leaders could be involved. And now
Yeah.
suddenly that's a huge jump. And I love it.
I think it's so wonderful and should be applauded
Yes.
and should be acknowledged that they went, oh, we're being dumb.
I love it.
So
it's
good.
amazing. It's shocking, unfortunately, but amazing.
This is what I think that people need to just kind of realize and understand is that as we progress in the world, you kind of have to make changes for people, and I think that this is definitely a great step in that, so that transgender people don't feel excluded from things that they want to do as well. So hopefully we will continue to do that.
Yes. And speaking of, what was that you?
It was. I just felt I felt like he was gonna have a tongue pop and it didn't come, so I had to keep it going.
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
It was great.
It was a nice one. I wasn't even near the.
I'm running off on you, aren't I?
You certainly are.
And then my other news that I want to share is Evan Rachel
Lesbians.
Wood, bisexuals. Evan Rachel Wood, whom I love and have a crush on since I was a child.
Before you knew she was even possibility.
She came out and it was beautiful and wonderful, and I love her so much. But she was at a dinner with the HRC, the Human Rights Campaign, and she was giving this speech, and it was a long ass speech, but
but you watched it.
I did. Well, she's beautiful.
That helps.
And so for people who don't know, Evan Rachel Wood is now known from Westworld. She was Dolores. She's the one of the. You guys know watch Westworld?
I know, but I didn't know she was in it.
I can't.
I can't.
You guys are killing me. She's one of the stars. She also was on True Blood. She got real famous with the movie 13, which was an Oscar.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I love her.
Yes.
So she was telling the crowd in her speech. She said, "I thought women were beautiful, but because of the I was born that way, it never once stopped to think that it was strange or anything to fear. But in her teen years, she buried that feelings because she heard all this anti-gay speech around her, and then got real confused with her inconsistencies, as she said, because she also thought men were beautiful."
Can you relate?
I can relate. I like that she was like, I thought women were beautiful, and they are, and I thought men were beautiful, and I went, that's how you want to explain it?
Just very simple.
Yeah, I think they're beautiful.
How would you explain it?
Like what you like.
Rated X, I presume.
Yeah, I would have been like, I saw this girl and she was so hot, I wanted to do her. And then I saw this guy, he was so hot, I wanted to do her.
HRC speech, but it's fine.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But she gave this speech and she talked about how important it is to see representation of bisexual characters. It's a really amazing speech. I will tweet it out after the show. You should let it play for the whole 10, 15 minutes.
It's great and it's important because although our focus overall is on trans issues because they were so pushed out of the spotlight, bisexuals are pushed out of the spotlight within our own community. Not out of the spotlight, they're just treated like it's not a thing. So it's just as important. So yes, ma'am.
I'm so happy. I just love that she's making these speeches, she's making these comments, and even though she, was married to a man and is now engaged to a man, that doesn't change anything.
She's not the one that was dating Marilyn Manson, is she?
She was.
She was her. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
there you go.
Yeah.
Someone for everybody, and then cool. Well, I love that.
Yeah. Oh, we can do.
We can.
Okay, so Anthony, get those pictures ready.
Get your pictures ready.
Because this has just been the season of baby announcements. Like, there have been so many that has happened. Actually, one happened right before we started the show.
So this is exclusive, practically.
Yes. So Miss Whitney Port, whom we all know from The Hills and her spinoff show, The City, actually tweeted a photo, and her caption was, and I quote, "Oh hey, just standing by the window in my underwear with a baby in my belly. DM me if you want to know what I'm supposed to do with this thing for however many years I'm supposed to be in charge. Check out my blog for a little letter from me and Timmy and for more behind the scenes of this crazy journey. We are so excited." So congratulations to her. She looks...
Oh, I didn't realize that was up. She looks great.
Great and very newly pregnant.
Yeah, but
like she's going to be one of those girls that has the baby and then the next day her body's going to be snatched.
She sure is.
Yeah. Also, baby news that was just announced today. George Clooney and his wife, is it Amal,
I thought.
are expecting twins.
What?
Oh, the twins too.
So they're expecting twins.
That's confusing.
Is it?
I mean,
you think he's gay?
Well, I thought.
Is that what you mean?
I thought that was the rumor. I thought she was a beard.
It was the rumor, but it's always the rumor with every actor. So I never know him. I don't hear as much. For me, him was the rumor just because he was single for so long.
Yes.
But I still questioned it. But first of all, I'm gay. I could produce twins if given the twins. I shouldn't say. I could produce a child. You can make it happen if you need to be. So you can't write it off yet.
You can make it happen.
Wow.
You can.
And one last person.
Don't look at me.
Oh, what? One last person that's making it happen with twins is the Queen Bee herself, which we all know by now.
Yes.
Beyonce tweeted out this photo of her announcement.
And that's why we have these bee microphones today.
And every day?
But
every day.
Now, there's a lot of not controversy, but a lot of things going around Beyonce's pregnancy because she's actually preparing for the Grammys, performance at the Grammys this weekend. And from what I heard this morning on Ryan Seacrest, is that they're having to change a lot of the stuff, even up, like nothing is set, and that they're changing a lot of the choreography and everything, and nothing will be set actually until Saturday night for her, because she is pregnant with twins, so they're having to kind of work around all of that.
How long were they? Did they choreograph it a long time ago? I guess. I mean, I don't know how long it took.
I don't know.
I mean, didn't she perform last time she was pregnant?
She did on TV.
Right, like she did the baby rub. That's a
how
gift
she announced
that's
it.
everywhere. Yeah.
Well, that was Love on Top, and I don't think it was as
This is Lemonade.
choreography, driven. But also the biggest thing is whether or not she will be attending Coachella.
Oh, I forgot she's supposed
not.
to head as well. And that's
Yeah.
what, still 2 months away?
Yeah, that's in April, so she's gonna be super preggers.
Especially with twins.
Yes, but from what I hear, Coachella, I believe, is paying her $1 million.
So then she'll do
So
all
she
the
can make an
songs where
appearance.
she just has to stand and sing.
But she gets that whether she performs or not.
You're kidding.
What?
From what I heard, allegedly.
Allegedly. That's insane.
So wouldn't you just not? Like that?
But
Well, I
I-
guess you have fans and all that. But
But some people say that it's Beyonce, like, if she can do it, she's gonna show
Oh,
up.
yeah.
And she
she's
will,
not
she
gonna be
will.
someone that's not gonna show up until.
Wait, wasn't
it's
she?
right to
Didn't
pay
she
out.
like go on tour right after she had the first one?
probably. But there's also always the rumors that
while
she's like
after.
never actually pregnant and it's a surrogate and then she has a.
Yeah, and
So,
the fold
you know,
and
there's
all
that.
Is that why you think she did this photo?
Well,
Could be.
actually, there have been a number of photos that keep coming out to show that she is with children.
Why?
She posed nude immediately for the
Yeah.
announcement. So she's like,
Yeah.
I'm not listening to this. But then it expands because people who do that through surrogate often end up having twins. So it only fueled the fire.
Yeah, but also so do people who use in vitro.
vitro?
Yeah, IVF. I was like, I don't remember what the words are. IVF, but which is why I think that the George Amal thing is why they're having twins.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of pregnancies. Who knows if they're real or not? But congratulations to you all,
Yes.
guys.
If it's your decision to have them, it's your choice to keep them.
That's right. That's right.
Also,
Yes.
I mean that as like a good for you if that's what you want.
thought you were making a political statement as well.
Also, your choice,
Right.
but also
But
like
also,
whatever you
no
decided.
thanks is what you're ultimately
Yes,
saying.
thank
Gotcha.
you.
Oh, I want one. But anyways, it's not as easy for me. Oh, I forgot. We're with child too. That's the last
We are with
announcement. Tony is
Baby news. I'm
Baby
just kidding.
news.
No, not really, because I don't want to feel.
For people that would actually
Right.
think he's literally pregnant, it's a joke. Guys, this was amazing to have Shangela.
Yes.
Yes.
I am genuinely impressed that she left the airport, came here, and went back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would never. That is a true working woman.
Yes. Yes.
We'll miss you. I guess it's time to go, right? Do you have
think it's
anything else
time
to
to
say?
go. That's it.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm used to like signing off with the guests, but she's in Seattle by
Yeah.
now.
Well, again, if you are in the Seattle area, make sure you go to Neighbors tonight to check out Shangela live and in person.
Please do, and
absolutely.
follow at It's Shangela, and you can find me at Adam Salandra.
And of course, you can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. And if you are a soap fan, we have our soap blog where I host the recap of Days of Our Lives every Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
You can find me everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. Also on after shows here. Soon coming up, the 400th episode of Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Yeah, we're talking about it. Also this Sunday on Grimm, if you want to see the man that I am in love with, he'll be in the studio. He knows. Talking Grimm with us Sunday at 5 p.m. That sounds right. And I have a podcast, Intimate Interrogations. It's free on iTunes and Stitcher. Sometimes it is filthy. Sometimes it is
it's
not.
not.
Nope, not at all.
But I really think that it's just always fun.
As it should be.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Happy holidays. I'm sure it's a holiday somewhere. Oh, it is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.